I realize I live in my head a lot, and the only way that
Mm,
I'm processing my own emotions is to write them, whether it being in my journal or like in a song. I feel
uh,
like I'm more than happy to share like, my journey, my experience and how I get here. I was crying in the studio all the time. I was
mm,
traumatized. How would a female talk about sexuality from a
yeah,
Southeast Asian point of view? I can't
yeah,
wait to write this. But the song is always fun to perform because,
yeah.
I mean, like the drums hit hard. That was the first time I heard people say that they listened to my song and cried. In general, like
Yeah.
generally speaking.
Welcome to the Crescendo Podcast. Today's guest is an artist who creates worlds as much as he creates music, blending cinematic textures with dark electronic soundscapes. Her music feels like less like songs, but more like experiences you step into. She's from Malaysia, Susan. Susan,
Susan.
bro, hard, man.
I
How to
know.
say your name?
It's literally just Susan, but because like
Susan.
how in like Chinese characters you always
That's
have
why.
yeah, and my dad loves the name Susan, so he kind of like broke it into two parts just because he can.
It's
But it's
because he can. Oh, God.
yeah. So now it's Susan with a space, I guess.
Susan. Okay. All right. I'll introduce you a bit more. Okay. You're an independent singer songwriter and producer, crafting a distinct electro dark pop identity. With her releases like Cigarette and Cider, Tra- Tragedian, Runaway with capitals as well, which has two forms as well, which is crazy. And now
Mhm.
she's taking a European tour. She spent a lot just to be here. So, yeah. We are Malaysians. We are very, yeah.
Our
Anyways,
currencies are weak.
our currency is a week. Yeah, I mean, welcome to the podcast, first thing.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Trevor.
That's a great intro, by the way. Let's tell our audience how much did you spend to come to the
Uh,
UK tour, Europe tour?
I feel like okay, so before I flew over, it was about like 15,000 ringgit, and that's about like 3,000, 3K pound.
Yeah,
But hey, the numbers have stacked up and it's now, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely more than 3K pounds at the moment. We're
yeah,
gonna
because you
have
can
to,
predict, you know.
yeah, like with all the traveling, like local transports and all that, sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah,
But I think we're nearing 4K now.
yeah. Where you get the budget?
Tough. Where? Well, I saved up. I've been wanting to do this Europe tour since I left the UK in 2023 January. So I've always
Yeah,
wanted to come back somehow in some capacity to come back and perform. So since then I was like sort of plotting how can I do this
yeah,
financially, of course, and also
yeah,
like in terms of musically, like how do I export my music to this part of the world? Like, is there any
yeah.
chance that I could play a couple more shows while I'm here? So yeah, planning, plotting, all that.
Regarding all of that, yeah. I mean, we'll talk about the tour like later on. Like, I got so many questions because you're trying to get. Yeah, I mean, this podcast is based in the UK, so I mean,
Yeah,
you're good there now.
I know.
But I'm trying my best to share it everywhere.
Thank
Hey,
you.
oh,
Appreciate
don't worry
it.
about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that's the most UK thing. No, I appreciate it. I'm based in the north, so you say love and
Thanks, love. Yeah, I get that a lot. I think
yeah, I love. Yeah,
the first time someone just candidly added it into a sentence, I'm like, huh?
it's
Okay.
normal. Hey, it's normal here, so it's
Yeah, so
quite normal.
yeah. So I've gotten used to it.
Great, good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Your sound feels very cinematic and immersive, which is
Mm.
good. And it sounds so different. Like when I listen to your songs, it's just like that's you. Like it's so it's not rare. It's just starting to come up now, especially here in the
Mm.
UK. So like I mean, how would you describe that? Like based on what you've done so far?
I would say the type of music that I do, if I were to describe myself and my music, it would be electronic dark pop. And it's kind of inspired and grounded by feminine mythology, desire, and more now with the upcoming releases that I have, I feel that there's even more Southeast Asian folklore or mysticism that's being infused. It's not up on the streaming platform yet, but if
Yeah.
you come to my live show, like I think one would feel that it's almost like a cult initiation
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So that's how I would describe my music.
Yeah. Great. Because like you're a one person show most of the time, isn't it? Like you look at your lifestyle. Every single like kinda I love that. I love that. Like you just there was another person here. His name is Stock Image.
Mm,
Really, seriously. Stock Image.
Stockfish.
She does like kinda 90s style but fusion of like disco and that kind of thing. And he
Mhm.
just presses buttons and just plays keyboard for himself, and he's, like, dancing and, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I think more and more like, I think honestly, if I could bring my band, I would, because I do, like,
Mm,
try to play, like, with a full
sure.
4-piece set whenever I can in Malaysia back home,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, sure.
But because of budget, because of, like, traveling and, like, being taking time away from work, it's just a little bit difficult to
Yeah.
do with so many people. So
Uh-huh.
I kind of intentionally for this European tour, like, I kind of rework the set so that I could just take it and run.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so also shout out to my producer, Hugh, for helping me to do all the techie stuff because I don't know, I just show up and I vibe.
You vibe and press buttons.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty
yeah,
much.
fun. I mean, you speak about full band and stuff. How's the music scene in Malaysia? Because you're based there and, like, it's so different from here and, like,
Mm,
I just realized that Spotify are doing a lot of things in like promoting people's music back in Malaysia. So that's like a Malaysia Singapore thing that they did. And
yeah,
I was like, I didn't know these people were kind of doing this kind of stuff. Like
yeah.
and you as well. Like it's crazy. Like how's the music scene back home?
I guess it's I it has its moment, like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's still pretty much fragmented by language as you would
Yeah.
probably experience.
Back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you do have, like, the Malay pop scene that's happening, and then you get
Yeah, sure.
this pop scene that's, like, happening, and then you get, like, a pocket of, like, English independent, alternative scene that is happening as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty much fragmented in that sense, but I would say
Uh-huh.
that, like, in recent years, I noticed there's a lot more up and coming younger bands and artists that's coming up with, a little bit more experimental and, like, fresher sound, and they're really trying to make a scene, like,
Yeah.
within the music industry, which I think it's great, like, we need younger people to participate and not just, like, in terms of being an artist, we need, like, younger people who wants to do organize events, like, just, like, really promoting and advocating the local scene as well, and I think
Yeah.
more and more I see that, like, in recent years, like, we do have younger people who's championing that, which I'm really, really excited to see, like, where
So
it's gonna
good.
go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean it's so good. Like even
Mm,
your music is like you literally listen to that around here or in Europe, like a lot in Europe, like you're taking your tour pretty much deep
mm,
into Europe. Like you want to
yeah.
tell us like which other places you're going to?
Yeah, so, the whole European tour came about because I got to play at Focus, so
Yeah,
Wrexham,
yeah,
um, and I thought, like, if I'm already paying the flight ticket to come this far, I really wanna make full
most
use.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So I did some homework and kind of picked out, like, cities that I wanna play in. London is the one that I really wanna do because I've always wanted to do it, and
yeah. Of
then
course, who doesn't
Cardiff.
want to do London?
I know, right? And Cardiff, because I used to study there for a little bit, so I'm like, "It would be cool to just go back and play."
Yeah.
And, I'm playing a show in Berlin
Okay.
after
Yeah.
my Cardiff show,
Uh huh.
so that's happening, and then after that, me and a few of my friends who's based in Czech Republic were organized a small show in a small town called Jeseník.
Yeah. Small
So
town.
Yeah, I know, like, but hey, but a show is a show. I'm still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for it because,
Yeah.
yeah, so, like, a few of my friends who are around, like, Central Europe are gonna be there to play the show with me as well, so,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just sort of
It's
like a
gonna be
little
so
reunion.
fun. It's gonna
It
be so
is!
fun that
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm super, super excited to see them again because I haven't seen them in a long time, so it's almost like a catch-up time for me as well.
Oh, yeah, that's so good. Your music explores identity and self-acceptance.
Mm.
When did those themes first start to appear in your work?
When?
When?
I'll tell you exactly, like, on this year and day that I suddenly
No,
feel
no, it's fine. Yeah,
writing.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess it's accumulation, like, of life experiences that happens in different stages of my life.
Yeah.
I realized I live in my head a lot, and the only way that
Mm.
I'm processing my own emotions is to write them, whether it being in my journal or, like, in a song. So I think a lot of it happens when I was, just going through life and,
Yeah.
like, living away from my country for a little bit and just making friends, like, all around the world and just kind of have, like,
Mhm.
moments of moments of reflection and that, I guess, like, sort of translate into my catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more a lot of, like, self-reflection, introspection
Yeah.
throughout the years. I guess, like, it's more prominent when you're in your 20s, right? Like, you
I
feel
guess so.
a lot,
Yeah.
you're angsty, you have so many questions, so that's my processing
Yeah.
MO. Yeah.
The processing, yeah. A lot of processes. Yeah, processing. You did say you came to the UK for studies, isn't it?
Mhm.
How was that? Like, what do you study?
So I got a scholarship it's called
Mhm.
Chevening Scholarship, so it's funded by
Yes, you
UK.
got the Chevening scholarship.
I did. I'm a
Damn!
Chevener. Yep. I'm that person.
No wonder you go back home, bro. Like, they don't allow you to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Funny.
that's one of the condition. So I was doing my master's in University of South Wales, but in the Cardiff campus. So I did songwriting and production, which, it is eye-opening in the sense that because by that time I was already writing, I have my work published and all that, but, I never really have taken classes about songwriting. It's sort of like the thing
Sure.
that you self-learn and self-taught,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, yeah.
go with whatever that feels good. So going through the course was almost like putting names into, like, the things that I've been doing and really giving structure to think about, like, how to approach a song more intentionally and giving me basically filling out my toolbox in songwriting and meeting new friends. I think that's the most valuable thing that I've gotten out of the degree, really.
And, like, do you s I mean, I don't know whether you still work with some people, but, uh, if you had the chance to, like oh, my computer's moving too fast. If you had the chance to, like, collaborate with anybody from, like, your cohort or anything like that, do you have,
Oh.
like, any, like, ideas? Sorry, I'm asking about this.
No, 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 no. I haven't thought about it, mainly because, like, I've already collaborated with them since then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, like, I had my friend Pico Boulevard, Billy, who's in that project. He basically did, like, a remix in one of my album, and I also have
That remix.
yeah, that remake,
Uh, okay, sure.
trance remix,
Yes,
the
yes,
trance
that one.
remix that
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So I did that with one of our friends. He remixed it. It was great. I love working
Yeah.
on remixes. And
Uh-huh.
in terms of, like, production, I've also worked with one of my friend, Sebastian Kierner, who's based in Vienna. So he
Uh-huh,
also kind of, like, helped me with a little bit of the songs that went into my album, Where the Sun Can't Find Us.
yeah.
So yeah, in terms of collaboration, like, if I wanted to collaborate with him, I already had done it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, sorry to ask a question, but,
No, all good.
you done
You
you
wouldn't
done
have
it bef
known.
I know, but it's just that, I mean, if yeah, I wouldn't have known if he
Mm,
studied with you, that kind
mm.
of thing, or like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Fair question. Yeah.
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 I mean, your audience. Have you realized how big your audience is? Like everywhere around the world listening to your music, which is
Is it?
insane. Yeah.
Wait a second. I haven't looked into my stats for that.
Well, if you want to have a look, I mean,
I
yeah, you
want
have
to
a
have a
look.
look. What
But
is happening?
because I think, music just transcends different kind of things.
It does, yeah, isn't it? It's crazy.
It flies like a bird, like a phoenix, like a phoenix.
Hey, I
Huh?
don't know. It says now my top country is Taiwan. Hey, Taiwanese.
Woo! Taiwanese, bro. Uh, and next thing I know, it become a,
Taiwan
you know,
tour.
Taiwan tour, man. You should do a tour in like a lot of Asian countries.
I do, yeah. That's one of the goals as well. But I'm trying to take one step at a time because otherwise it's
Please.
overwhelming. Because I'm still pretty much independent, so I'm managing
Yeah.
on my own. So try not to burn out and trying to figure a way to do
Yeah.
this in a sustainable manner is very important for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Nice. Honest to God, like your music just amazing. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, crazy. When you grew up, I'm gonna ask about the story about growing up now.
Let's get into
Has music has always it been like the
it.
kind of focal point in your kind of family life and that kind of thing? And like, would you ever? Was the dream always to just do music?
I think in summary, the answer is yes to all of the questions. Like I've grown up I was classically trained, so I picked up piano
Yeah, like most of us.
like most of Asian
Me
kids.
too. Me too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I picked up piano and then did the whole ABRSM
Grading thing.
syllable. Yeah, but I can't say that I can play piano really well right now. Honestly,
Well,
it's gone. It's gone.
no, it's never gone.
It well, like the most like I would say like 80% is gone. Like 20% is more like theory and like I could play like
Yeah.
minimal simple stuff.
Yeah.
So I was classically trained, but I've never really thought about writing my own stuff until when I was 21, when I had a guitar in my room and I started like, hey, if someone can write something, surely I can give it a go. So I started writing songs on guitar and the rest is kind of history. Like I just never stopped since then. Yeah, and I wouldn't say like the goal was to always do music, but like it's just sort of the things that is in my life. I can't imagine not having it in my life anymore. Yeah, it's like breathing, right? It's always there. Like it's yeah, I never thought about not doing music, but I think the challenge is always finding balance, like how much time am I putting into music and how much time am I spending on, real life stuff like finding a job, like getting money, and all that. Yeah, I think is the most challenging part for all musicians around the world. Like I don't think it's exclusively in Malaysia.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But I mean, Asian parents are like,
Yeah.
you need to have a stable job or, like,
Yeah, that's
like,
true. That's true. I was just
yeah,
telling a friend of mine, that
yeah.
like, oh yeah, he was telling me like, oh, your parents must be really proud that you're doing this whole European tour and all that. And I'm like, I don't think my parents know what I'm doing outside of work. Like, they've never been to my show.
They've never been to your show.
No, they never. They
Mm,
haven't. It's just not their thing, like
uh,
a gig venue. Like it's just not appealing for them. So they've never been to my show. They've never seen me perform. Like they don't understand the whole thing. They just know that I go out and sing sometimes. That's the extent of it, and that is enough for them. Which I'm like, okay, all right, it's cool.
that's
Yeah.
actually crazy. To be fair, like, that's so bad. Like, what's the day job then?
So I run my own creative agency. I have my own company, so I do have
Okay.
like retainer clients who work with me.
Yeah.
And it allows me a little bit more flexibility in where
Yeah.
I work and how I work. So I am grateful that I'm able to build this creative ecosystem around me that kind of,
Yeah.
works for my music. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Which should be the case because it's so hard that so many people try to break in as well. Like
Mm,
after this interview, I'm gonna recommend you some people because they really want to do something, but they just like either they don't have like equipment stuff, they don't have like advice
yeah.
on like music styles or whatever, like so you help people then to like discover like what they
Mm.
really want to do and that kind of thing. Is that the main kind of goal with your company?
No, actually, like, the company's for brands and, like,
Oh, yeah, still, but still, like,
I think as a
yeah,
goal in the music industry, I do believe that there's a space for more discussion about how to make it work as a musician in Malaysia
yeah,
per se, because it's always like it always feels like, how does she do it?
yeah,
Like, how far, like, is it tough to achieve this? Like, how do I get there and all that? And what did she do to get there?
mm,
There's not enough panel to talk about this kind of stuff. And I feel like I'm more than happy to share, like, my journey, my experience, and how I get here. Not to say that, like, it's like the peak of music career per se, but
yeah.
if you want to do touring, like, you can actually do it. You just have to figure out how to sustain it.
That's the hardest part, isn't it?
Yeah, and no, yeah, for sure, that's the hardest part, but it's not undoable. So, like, you just have to put in the proper, like, infrastructure for yourself so that it makes sense for you to do that.
Yeah,
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 and like you said, it's definitely, like, one of the biggest hurdle to get through. But, I mean, the more people talk about it, the more awareness people get, and the more, I guess, like, closer that they would feel that they're able to do it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
goal.
That's great. Like, I mean, you have so many different kind of projects here. Like the people
Mm.
got interviewed in like an hour's time.
Mm.
And then Sonic Futures, they're doing it basically around the northeast here around this area. And then they're just trying to give them like people who's in the industry like songwriting lessons and like
Yeah.
promotion and like just bringing them out into like the
Mm.
wild to do stuff and like
Yeah.
giving the funding. You have to be there must be some kind of like confidence when you're trying to kind of pitch to people. When you started doing your music properly, like how did you pitch to people? Like how did you say, "Oh, this is my idea.
Mm.
I would like it to sound like this and that." How do you hook people in to like kind of help you with this?
Mm. Yeah, I think, for me, again, like, it's more of like a process of finding one's, essence. So I started songwriting, but I had no idea how, like, the whole pipeline of a production worked. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know
Come
what
on.
DAW is, like, what, like, I don't
You
need
don't
to.
know what a DAW is. Oh, man.
I didn't, and then
Okay.
I was in a publishing house, and I got thrown into working with a producer who's the whole, I guess, like, his strength is really, like, producing band sound type of music.
Uh-huh.
So, we're really trying to figure out, like, what is my sound, but the
Yeah.
limitation that we had at the moment is that he's only proficient in doing band sound. So he's
Fair.
not much into, like, electronic music, like, using
Yeah, 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 yeah.
not much. That's not really his shtick. But we Mistake, but we managed to kind of, like, work out, like, a couple of songs that I guess, like, it was alright, it was pretty good, I would say, like, for a first couple of releases. But after
Yeah.
that, I realized that, like, I needed to find another producer to work with because
Oh, yeah.
this is not me. Like, I know me, and
Sure.
it's not me.
Yeah.
So I went to work with another producer and really, like, putting together references, like, people that I listened to and what I
Uh-huh.
imagined, like, my song would
Yeah.
sound like or can be like, and potentially, like, experiment. And
Mm.
he gets it right away, which is, like, it's so different, like, the experience compared to the first
Yeah.
producer. Yeah, so we sort of, like, hit it off, in terms of music. Whatever demo I sent him, he'd get it, and the stuff that he
Yeah.
sent back to me, it would be Gucci, and I rarely have, like, comments about, like, "Hey, you should rework the bass or whatever." Like, I rarely have
Yeah.
comments about, because the feeling was just right. Like, I didn't have to jump in and be like, "Oh, like, this doesn't sound like me," because it was pretty much in line. So I guess, like, it
Yeah.
in terms of selling the vision, it's not hard if you work with the right people with the same
Oh,
taste.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that that is the key, but it does take time to find your person, to
Yeah.
collaborate with. Yeah.
It must be the hardest thing.
For
Just
sure.
trying to find the right people. Like it's so hard, especially in Malaysia. Like, man. I
I
mean
mean
now it
Mhm.
must be easier now with all the social media and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think it's the
Yeah.
toughest part, like you said, because it is if you're a musician, you're an artist, like, music is your core, right? Like, of course, you want
Yeah.
to sound right.
Huh?
I guess yeah, I was lucky in that sense that like, the second producer I got was it.
Mhm.
We still work until now together. Though I did
Yeah, good.
work with other producers on and off, but I always go back to him. I'm like, "I need you, man." And he believed in the project, which I'm
Yeah.
like, "That's
Yeah.
amazing." He believed it, like, it was blind faith, to be honest.
No, sometimes it's your gut feeling, isn't it?
I guess
Just
so.
get it out.
So, yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to Hugh.
Yeah. That's
Shout
so
out to
good.
Hugh.
Shout out to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Sick. All right. Okay, we're done. Talked about stuff.
Alright.
I was just gonna ask questions about production, but yeah, you're like, I don't know what DAW is,
I know,
bro.
but, like, it's not.
Now I know. No, I mean in the beginning, I mean
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Oh my god. It was so
Yeah.
intimidating. I remember recording my first track.
Yeah.
I was crying in the studio all the time. I was
Oh,
traumatized. Oh
yeah.
my god.
At least you're not traumatized now, you know.
No, I
Your
ran.
music sounds modern.
I've risen, now I'm here.
Yeah. Great. Honest. Anyways,
I'm
when you start a track, what usually comes first? Okay.
trying to not get into, like, a particular way of writing. Honestly, it's whatever that comes. Like, sometimes I start with a drum loop and I'll feel really good about it, and I build from there. Sometimes, like, it's a line that caught my eye, and I'm like, "Hey, I wanna write a song about this concept." Times it's like, "Oh, this hook I sang in the shower was amazing. Let's use that."
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so it's a mix of things, but I feel like recently I feel like I have this inclination to start with a concept or, like, song title first.
which is good in some sense.
Yeah, it keeps the
Yeah.
theme, like, intact.
It keeps, yeah, but it also keeps you like grounded and like
Yeah,
you know what you're doing. And
for
sometimes
sure.
it's so hard to like, if you're doing an album or EP or whatever, big project, it's so hard to just manage everything.
Yeah, yeah, so I like to write thematically, like, I know if
Yeah.
I'm writing for this project, like,
Yeah.
I won't, like I won't stray away, I would just, like, "Let's focus on this and get it done before we move on to the next." So, like,
Uh-huh.
it will be done, otherwise, like, the ideas are just gonna be all scattered, like, I will have a hard time putting everything together.
Yeah. Ah, crazy. Anyways, like your tracks are so good.
Thanks.
The first thing I want to kind of not comment, but ask question is like your songs. Some of them are small cap. Some of them are a normal word, and then Runaway just like Runaway. Like
Run
honestly,
away!
yeah, no, the big letters. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like ideas from that. Like how do you always come up with?
Honestly, it was like a vibe thing, like, I never really thought overthink it, but I have, like, a certain, um I have a thing of trying to keep things consistent in terms of titling in my album, because I know that I'm gonna do all caps for my album title, where the song comes is. I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna caps all the song
Yeah.
titles." And
Uh-huh.
then I think I see the pattern of what I'm doing now. Like, back then I could not, and now I can.
Yeah.
Like, for album stuff, it feels like I'm more inclined to do all caps. And then for EP, it's like all small letters. And
Yeah.
then, if it's just a single, normal, like we just capitalize the first letter and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Crazy.
I
I'm
know.
gonna ask. Yeah, I'm gonna ask some. Well, before that, I'm gonna ask one more question. How do you balance perfectionism when releasing stuff? Right, because we are all perfectionists, especially Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I balance perfectionism? I'm trying to be kinder to myself. I feel like it would have been harder for me back then when I first started because I always felt like, I could do better. I want to do better.
Hmm.
But right
Yeah.
now, I'm more of in the mindset of like, all right, if this day I'm gonna record my vocal, I'm just gonna go in with whatever I have and whatever I've recorded, it's gonna be it because
Yeah.
it's also part of the beauty of like production as well. You just kind of live in the moment, like enjoy the process of making it and be let the moment be what it is instead of like trying too hard to kind of revisit it unless it's really bad, like unless it's really like terrible to the point where you feel like, oh, this is off pitch or whatever. If it's just like
Yeah.
a little enunciation or like really tiny stuff that doesn't affect the bigger picture, from my perspective right now, like I would let the moment be itself. Like I wanna be able to capture that moment as well. If it's too perfect, like it's AI, like, you know,
Yeah.
you need to have
Yeah.
some moments for being human as well. So I think that's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you say that was the biggest kinda not problem, but more like the challenge with your kind of music as well? Like, because your kind of music, you press buttons and then you start with that kind of sound, and it's already prefixed to like that kind of good tone or that kind
Mhm.
of key and that kind of thing. And it must be a challenge just trying to figure out like how do you stay human when you're literally doing electronic music?
Yeah, yeah, I know. I guess like the human element here would be me. And
Yeah.
also I feel like even though like the sound library stuff are amazing, there are times like honestly like I would purposely like go off key or like just
Yeah. Yeah.
there will still be some like flaws
Hmm.
that might not fit quite right in the track. And I'm trying to embrace that more and more now. But you're right in terms of like electronic music, like it's always very well mixed, well mastered. Like it's when it's up in the door, like they sound almost perfect already.
Yeah.
Mm,
Crazy, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's deep dive into your kind of tracks now. All right, first track, Cigarette and Cider. That's this is your latest track. Like
Mm,
it's so intimate, but it's kind of destructive. It kind of goes like everywhere. I mean,
mm.
it's not as crazy as the older tracks, I would say.
Sure.
But like, what's the story behind it? And like, do you see like specific kind of ideas just popping out everywhere? Like, yeah,
So Secret Insider is sort of like the first chapter of the upcoming EP project that I'm releasing. That's called Sweet Dark, with a full stop, all small letter. I know you're gonna hate me for saying that. Um, I know it's just just extra. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, it is the first chapter of the EP, and I have always I so like remember the earlier conversation we talked about how I always revolve around the theme of like self-reflection and
yeah,
transformation. So
yeah.
with the project Sweet Dog, I really wanted to write about like my flings, my love songs. And I was so curious to find out how that would sound like, and
Yeah,
hence
yeah.
the birth of this project. So what was the question again?
I mean, yeah, you mentioned that, but what's the story behind the song, like, first instance?
Okay. So basically I was sort of seeing a guy a little bit
Huh? Uh-huh.
in Malaysia, and that song is pretty much like the times that we have. I mean, this whole EP, I feel like it was about like the pocket of time that we have, and it explores female sexuality that is rarely talked about in Malaysia, um,
Yeah,
and just some conversations that revolves around that fling that I had as well. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, and,
I
like
mean, in short, this song is about sex, but like,
wow,
no way.
I mean, what does it say about that, you know?
But I really was curious to explore like how would a female talk about sexuality from a
Yeah,
Southeast Asian point of view? Like I would be the gladly to kind of like explore
mhm,
this. Like I can't wait to write this. So there's definitely a lot of metaphors and a lot of like, you
yeah,
know, things that is like not explicitly spoken. But when it
yeah.
boils down to the core of it, it is a song about sex.
You know what? People can take it wherever they want to
Exactly.
take the song, you know?
Exactly.
Being in the UK, they have all the stuff that happens here and,
Yeah.
yeah, but keep it PG, you know, sometimes.
But the song is always fun to perform because I mean, like, the drums hit hard. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's full of emotion and like I said, that's the destructive part of that song, but it's not like your other songs, you know? Some
Thank
of your other songs, yeah, great. I mean, how many places have you performed this song? Like just here and back home?
Yeah, here and back home. Actually, in ASEAN, in Bali, and
But how does it
Japan.
yeah.
How does it hit? I think I've never spoken so, like, explicitly before in Malaysia, but people were
Mm,
vibing with it. I
yeah.
love the crowd in Bali when I was performing in Bali. I think, like, everyone was a little drunk. Everyone was having a good time. I guess, like, it was pretty well received, like, in a live setting because, again, like, I think when the drum comes in, it's like, "Hell yeah, this is
Yeah,
fire," you know, I think it's that moment because we were building that tension for, like, a really long time at the beginning of the song, so when
yeah,
the resolve comes in, it's like, "Yep."
yeah. Solves problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why tragedian? Why not being tragic? Just being tragic. You have to be tragedian, you know? God.
Okay, so story time.
Yeah.
So this song, I actually wrote it in a workshop, and when I wrote it, I had a friend who's also a songwriter. His project name is called Kiram, so now he's based in Toronto. I managed to meet him for a little bit a couple of days ago. It's cool. I met him in Cardiff when I was here, so we've always wanted to write together, like find the right project to write together. So when I was kind
Uh,
of writing this song, I'm like, "Do you want to hop on and like help me with the lyrics?" And I can't take credit for the title. It's all him because he's a mad soppy person. To be fair, okay, apparently it's inspired by a game.
oh, okay.
I have to look it up, but, like, he mentioned that,
Yeah,
like, it's inspired by a game that no one ever plays, but essentially, like, Tragedian essentially, Tragedian is the idea of, like, the actor who plays so yeah, essentially, he played the game, and then he's like, it inspired me, and I shall write a song about it,"
yeah,
and that's how the song came about, which I also quite like because the idea of, like I love writing from a tragic point of view as well because I think there's beauty in it. Like there's
yeah,
beauty in decay and there's beauty in death and all that. And it just kind of like went straight into the theme as well. So I'm like, cool. I love that. Wait, let me look it up. I have it here.
yeah, sure. Take your time.
So Tragedian is an actor who specializes in tragic role. And
Mm,
then yeah, so it was inspired from a character that he really liked. It's literally called Tragedian in the game.
mm, yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, when I went in like full Greek mode, you know, like about
yeah, sure.
all like tragedy, Shakespeare, like they all like
Yeah.
this whole persona and they died at
Uh-huh,
the end, da 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 da
uh-huh.
da da. da. And yeah, that's how the song sort of came about.
Yeah. That's so fun, like, from a game, that's just crazy.
I know, who would have thought?
Who would have thought how the audiences react to the song on tour or live
Who?
compared to those online listeners?
You know, like that day when I was playing a send-off show in KL,
Mm,
someone came up to me and said she cried during the song.
okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, that is
Love that for her. It's like she's going through purging. I
you're
mean, the
so
song is
funny.
kind of like a purging, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that for her. Yeah, that's pretty much one of the more memorable comment I've gotten for the song that like made them cry.
Mhm.
And I guess like other comments about the song was how I mean, there's like some high belting at the end as
Yeah.
well. It's like most of the time people were like in awe with that.
Mm.
But yeah, that was the first time I heard people say that they listened to my song and cried. In general, like generally speaking. So I'm like, "Oh, stop it, girl. I love you already."
I get that, because it's playing it live, your songs, I mean, especially your songs, playing it live, such a different experience. Like you go into another world when you're
Y-
going, isn't it? Including yourself, I'm sure.
I do, yeah. I always say that like come to my live show. Like it's again like it's almost like a cult initiation, but at the same time for me, I I treat it like my altar. Like I these are my prayer
Yeah.
songs, you know. I'm not a particular religious person, but if anything that makes me feel closer to God, it would be on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a religious song to like have the kind of essence.
Mm,
Crazy. Yeah,
mm.
yeah. How about online people?
I would say Tragedian had a little micro viral moment on TikTok a
Micro
while.
viral.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like super viral, but like it went crazy a little bit on the algorithm. Like people were discovering me for the first time and trying to kind of understand the type of music I do as well because it's not quite common. Like I sometimes I don't even know how to explain to people because it's not as straightforward as
Yeah.
like R&B, chill, good vibes, like folk
Yeah.
or like just pure pop. It's not pure pop.
Huh?
It's a little bit dramatic than that. Like it's a little bit theatrical,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
dark. So it like the song kind of put me into like a few people's FYP and I was just like learning to ride with the wave, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Last song to cover for now. I mean, Runaway. Yeah, Runaway.
And you pick Runaway.
I of
Interesting.
course I pick Runaway because there's two different versions. I
Yeah, there
guess.
is. Which one do you like?
No favoritism. Okay. Anyways,
All right. They're all my babe.
to be fair, I like that kind of style of just having two separate things and like one day just join them together.
Yeah.
That's why I said I have no preferences because I just like
Fair
part
enough.
one, part two. That kind of
That's
part
one
one,
way to
part
do.
two.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
one
part
way to
reason.
put it.
I know it's crazy. Like, why did you created the song in the first instance, but how did two versions come out and why? Like, you had the whole like release thing with
Mhm.
the original and the remix version and
Mm.
the second version. Like, why? Why is it different? Or why did you get the idea to make it different?
I guess like for during the album, in all honesty, like the reason I have two different versions was that I was trying to make like some remixes with some of my favorite people in the music industry.
Yeah, yeah,
So like Jaslyn Tong, the person who did the remix with me, I kind of like sent her a few songs and be like, hey, like, is there any songs that kind of tickle your fancy? Like, you wanna do remix for any of them? And Runaway was the song that she picked. And it
yeah,
fits right into her anti, like it's her thing. I just kind of let her do her thing. And that's pretty much how the second version came about.
yeah.
And then like I don't know if you noticed, there's also like a reverse version.
Yes,
So for the reverse version, it's sort of like if you know type of situation. Last year when I guess I was performing a lot more in Malaysia. I mean, I
yeah,
always have my what's that? SP404 machine where I get to like
yeah,
play with the knobs a little bit. So one of the things that I really liked doing was to reverse the whole track
yeah.
and then just like have a moment with the audience just to like sit down and like immerse ourselves in that moment together. And I
Uh,
always like playing the song reverse because it doesn't sound like anything else. So
yeah,
if you've been to like if people who have been to my previous show, like they would know. But if you have not, I guess it's sort of like a new track for you then.
yeah, yeah. That's why I put it in like here because people should listen to that. It's
Yeah.
it's so fun. Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning the two versions, as in the one that reversed and the one forward.
Oh, there we go.
That's what I was saying.
I see.
A remix is a remix, so I mean that's its own thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, the
crazy.
reverse thing, I should do it again. I haven't done it in a long time. Maybe
It's
like if I
so fun, but that you can only do it. Well, you can kind of only do that with your kind of music because of
yeah,
how kind of layered it is and how kind of
yeah,
technical it is, isn't it?
yeah, and I was surprised as well, it kind of worked. Like, also, I
Mm.
think the fun part is that, like, I get to, because usually I would let, like, the sound engineer deal with the reverbs and the delay.
Yeah,
For
sure.
this particular reverse rendition, I'm the one who played with the knobs and all that with.
Knobs and stuff.
So
Yeah.
every life is different. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Great, great. I mean, kudos to you. Like, it's gonna stay there, like for
Yeah.
and I hope like the rest of your stuff that you release in the future, like.
Until I die, that's what it is.
Um, Yeah, of course it is. You wouldn't want to say that all the time, but
Ah,
as long as you can, as long as you can breathe and do music,
yeah,
and you know, it
valid.
can be a long time, damn long time.
It will be
Anyways,
a long time, honestly.
yeah, Yeah, crazy. Your European tour is kind of young, so like the questions I made here is a bit. But do you feel more
Mm.
vulnerable or more powerful on stage?
Playing here or generally speaking?
And generally speaking, you can say things about
Hmm.
I play here. It sounds different from when playing in Malaysia. You can see what.
I think it's a different kind of power, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
so for this European tour, I kind of did something different with my costume. So I've always just tried to dress myself for shows, but more and more in recent like shows, I basically have a friend, Sarah, who helped me sort of put my wardrobe together so I look like, like on brand and
Yeah.
be like channeling like something that is not something that you can get from Uniqlo, for example. So I think with the help of my wardrobe, and especially again, like for this European tour, it was like highly customized. Sarah created this like veil for me.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes me damn powerful. I feel like I'm entering a space as I am in this space. So
Yeah.
I would say with the veil and like the actual like wardrobe that just made for myself, it made me feel like,
Mm. Yeah.
you
Like,
know,
yeah,
yeah,
go,
like
girl. Like something
I
like.
I'm
Yeah.
singular, like there's no one out
Yeah.
there who has the same shit or like do the same thing that I do, and I feel like my back is straighter, and I feel like I am in character. I am literally almost like really channeling a different version of myself. So with that, I would say that I'm more powerful.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, during this leg of tour, which is kind of interesting to see as well because you know, we all started from the same place of like, "Oh, I'm so scared, like, my first show, will people like me?" and all that. Right now, I'm just like,
Yeah.
going on stage and I'm gonna do my thing, and if you love it, great, we're gonna have
Yeah.
a good time. If you don't, I
Uh-huh.
guess it's not for you, you know?
Not for you. Yeah, but it's. I'm the kind of person who listens to just everything,
Mhm.
jazz to like God knows crazy metal crap. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, it's just you just discover yourself, and like,
Mm.
good question for you. How was your first gig?
Ever in life?
Well, in life, with your kind of sound that you just felt comfortable with.
My first gig was in this place called I guess, like, I kinda took a break in between, so I guess, like, the first gig that I've played after coming back and really knowing the type of sound that I wanna do is in a place called Live Fact. They've always been a great allies in the industry, and they've always been very, very supportive. It's very
Sure.
different. I feel like your first gig is almost like, "I don't know if people will like me." It's more of like I'm trying to please people.
Yeah, but afterwards it's different.
Afterward, I think because I've done so many and I'm more familiar, or I'm definitely more familiar with my materials and the limits that I
Yeah.
could push. I feel like it's less about pleasing the audience. It's more about like, will I feel good after the show? Am I in the moment? Am I channeling for lack of a better term?
Channeling.
Am I channeling? Yeah, like I need to please myself now on stage more than the audience at the moment. Like, will I feel satisfied? Am I
Oh, yeah.
being the best? Am I singing this the best that I can? That's the difference I notice a little bit. But of course, the audience is always different. Like, it's always
Yeah.
important as well. Like, I do care about the experience, but I also care about my experience together in the space with them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, how do you approach your kind of performances now differently? And
Mm.
like, how do you translate kind of atmospheric cinematic stuff in your music when you're playing live and when you're doing things yourself and like turning knobs yourself? Like, how do you do it? Like,
How do I transform how do I transform that to the
yeah,
audience, is it?
the audience, and also like how do you just make it the music work for them?
I think it really depends on the venue. So, like, usually, like, for this tour, like, I'm trying to plan my set list according to the type of venue that I'm playing in. So if I
Mm,
know that I'm gonna play in a cafe, I might not be able to run or, like, jump as much as I want. So, like, the set list that I have would be a bit simpler. If I know I'm gonna play at, like, a proper black box stage or, like, a proper venue with, like, proper setup, then I know Like,
Yeah.
this is the capacity that we're gonna have, and this is how much I could go crazy. So I think it's really based on the venue that is available or I'm playing and just kind of build my set around it.
And that's like touring. You haven't done much touring yet, but has the touring experience right now, do you feel it has boosted your kind of confidence a bit, or like would you like to have more of a bit more time in the tour first, then you could like find out about that about yourself?
I think what I have is pretty okay for now. Like it obviously like if I get more shows that would be amazing, but I feel like it's also the kind of thing like I set out to only do like 3 shows really. Now that I have 7, so I'm like I'm Gucci.
If-
It does help to build a lot more confidence. I feel like every time I perform outside of Malaysia, I always learn something about myself or like the music
yeah,
community, the music
yeah,
industry, and then it does help to give me more confidence to go crazy a little bit more on stage back home. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And do you feel that this tour right now is like the new kind of chapter thing you're trying to make, especially before your new releases come out? You know?
Would say so, yeah. I mean, I'm the main reason, well, obviously the fact that I've promised myself that I want to come back and perform. The main reason I really wanted to do this tour is also I want to test my market here. I want to
Yeah,
increase my
sure.
footprint here and see how people are receiving it. So far, it has been validating. Obviously, there are things that I can still work on, but generally speaking, it has been. I know certain pockets that I can get into a little bit more or like
Yeah.
niche that I know that, hey, I should lean into this, I should lean into that a little bit more. Cause sometimes you never really know if you don't play your materials out for other people. And
Mm,
basically after I've done it and I feel like, hey, like there are elements that I think I could lean into and people will love it.
yeah.
Of course, like the creative process is gonna be still driven by me and my very own core. But it's interesting to see how people
Mm.
respond to different materials.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like different people, different kind of things. But to be fair, I think your music will do pretty well here because
Things.
everything is pretty new here. Not new. It just feels like there's a new kind of era of just experimentation and like even like normal genres become like two or three things, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree, I agree.
yeah.
I hopefully, like this tour will give me more opportunity to do more of that in the future. I do wanna come back and play here as well, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, if it, one day if you talk to each other again in the future and you're
Mm.
like not say big, but bigger in the sense of like, yeah, more kind of. I need to put this up to you in a question because we will talk again in the future, I'm sure.
I'm pretty
And
sure about that.
and and like, if in 5 years, say, your music just goes like absolutely haywire, no sleep kind of idea or something like that. Like, if you reflect back on now, what would your kind of description of success be?
I don't
Mm,
know. Oh my god, it's such a big question, isn't it? Honestly, I have one very specific goal that I would love to achieve, but I can't
mm,
say it out because touch wood, I don't wanna jinx it. I have one very, very specific goal that I wanna achieve. It's not winning the Grammys. I think everyone wants to do that, and then they just say it for the sake of saying it. But I do have one very specific one in mind. So if I've done that, I think I could kind of chill a little bit. And that would and that would how success look like for me, like to do
yeah,
that particular stuff.
yeah,
But we'll
yeah.
see. Sorry, I can't tell you. I don't wanna jinx
No,
it.
can I guess?
Sure.
Can I guess? I won't put
Yeah.
this in the office, but can I guess?
Yeah. Go for it.
Really just gonna do music in America. And
No, not really.
no,
I
something
mean,
like that,
it
but
would be a good market. I'd love
yeah,
to explore, like, America, North America, and
travel the world and do shit, like
yeah, that would be cool. I'm not saying no to that. I'm just saying, like, that particular goal is not that.
I know, I know. I don't want to guess more.
I'll DM you on the side, like, it's not for public consumption.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna sneak it in as well. Don't worry
You
about it.
better.
Man,
Mm.
uh, man. Let's go back to your song, Secret and Cider.
Okay.
It turns people on.
Hey, if it's your favorite track, like, hey, tell me what's your favorite track from my catalog.
I like Runaway a lot, basically.
You do.
I like that. I like that reverse version. It's just so different.
You're the first one who came up to me and say you like the reverse version. That's crazy.
Why? Is that not a good thing?
It's amazing, but I've never heard people care about the reverse version, you
No,
know?
I care about the weirdest things people put out
That's
because
great.
it's every form of music that you create is a piece of art, and like
Mm.
we always say that, like, what kind of things on the side do you do, like besides music? Like you just
Yeah,
immerse yourself. Like what kind of other things?
valid. Sure,
Yeah, yeah. No,
100%.
I'm asking what kind of other things. I'm asking a question.
Sorry, what kind of things I do?
Yeah, besides like music and that kind of thing.
Do I do besides music? Work I do. I also, I love writing. So I am also pretty open to the idea of being an author in the future. I love words. I just love writing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love like pen and paper. I think that's pretty cool. Aside from that, I love reading. I love going to the movies, living like a normie. I live a pretty normal life, Trevor. Like I don't have like
Yeah, me
crazy.
too. Me too.
Yeah, yeah. But I really love reading. I think like it's just we only have we only get to experience one life as a person, right? But like book
Yeah,
and writing just help you to transform to another one's.
some other thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, which I thought
yeah.
was very, very like it's amazing.
Give me a second. My nose. Oh my god, what is in my nose?
What is in your nose?
Something. Anyways, is it almost? Is it almost 3? Oh damn it!
You've got 15 minutes.
I am sorry.
No
No,
worries.
but because it's with a company, it's a bit strict
Valid,
time
valid.
limit.
We can always talk again, like maybe like next year. Who knows what
That's
brings.
what I'm saying. I need to talk to you later on. Like
It's all good. You know
it
where to
depends.
find me now.
Yeah, I know where to find you. Eh. Anyways, one more question then. Ooh, does loneliness play a role in your creativity while touring?
Ah, while touring not so much. But
But when you're alone, yeah,
writing, writing, and like writing, yes. During the like, yeah, yeah. I think loneliness has also been quite a theme in my life, not just my music career. I guess it bleeds into my writing.
yeah, yeah.
I don't guess I'm used to it to the point where
Yeah.
like I don't know if I actually I do enjoy it sometimes. Like I do enjoy like doing things alone, having my own space to breathe a little bit. But sometimes, you just feel like, God, would
Mm,
it be great
yeah,
if like, you have someone and just like who knows what you're going through and like
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and just kind of share that experience with them. So I would say, yeah, it is a theme, I think, a homework in my life as well. My entire life. Like I'm the eldest daughter, middle child. So it's like I do a lot of things on my own and I feel like it's my way of coping with
Yeah.
loneliness as well. Like I just try not to lean into too much help from other people, which I think it's like good and bad at the same time.
Huh? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's a lot of like theme of loneliness in my songs as well.
Sure. Yeah, great. I mean, sometimes loneliness, not loneliness, like just kind of private moments in your life that just happen. Like you need that sometimes because the world is so demanding and so overwhelming. You
Yeah,
just need that kind of space, I guess.
exactly. And like I think, for example, I feel like there's a difference between loneliness and being alone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like for example, after going to the Focus Wheels Festival, like, it was great. I had so much fun. But after
Sure.
that, I'm like, I need to tune out. I'm
Yeah.
done. My social quota is done. I need to be alone. I feel like loneliness is more of like an even more in-depth emotions that
Yeah.
is experiencing. So
Uh,
yeah, it does fluctuate from time to
it
time, but
fluctuates. Yeah.
but we're all managing it.
Yeah.
All good.
Okay. Great. Honestly, future stuff coming out. Like, what's the plan for now? I know you have a big project.
Yeah. So like I said, like Secret Cider is the first song of my EP that has 4 songs in total. So I think like the rest of this year, it's gonna be like putting out music and really promoting it. And I'm also playing La 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 Festival in Jakarta.
Yeah.
So
That's
in August. Yeah. So I'm gonna like right after this Europe tour, I'm gonna dive into the preparation for that as well. And after that, I think I'm gonna get back into the studio and write because
yeah.
I wanna write, you know. I wanna
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
Alright, it would be fun. I
It'll
even
be
started
great.
writing, like, my next year's project already, which is why I wanna get back into the studio so that, like, I don't get bored of myself from performing because
Well, you won't. Well, you do. Okay.
I do, yeah. So I'm the kind of person who, like, I wanna keep changing my set list,
Yeah. Fair enough.
mainly because I get bored and I don't want people to come back. If you're coming back to see me, like, I want you to see something different, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. To be fair. All right, guys. Quick fire questions. Let's go.
Let's go.
Favorite place you've ever done a performance at?
Favorite place? I guess okay, let's just go with a recent one, like at Focus Wales. Mm. I played at this place called Hope Street Church.
Yeah.
I did always want to play okay, honestly, I don't know if it's like a proper church, but I did always want to play in a church.
No, it's not a proper church.
It's not a
No.
proper church.
It's a church, but it's not like Catholic or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
no. Anyways,
yeah.
so that kind of
Anyways,
like hits half of the point. But no, the point is the crowd was great. I had a good time on stage.
good, good.
I felt like yeah, the crowd like it was packed and I had so much fun and the energy was given.
Yeah,
So I would say, like, favorite stage venue that I've played recently would be that
yeah.
Focus Wheels, yeah.
Great, great. And like, did you meet House Patterson that I mentioned last time?
No,
No,
no, we
it
were
was the schedule was quite tight, and they didn't really share the schedule as well, which is
yeah.
pretty bad.
I mean, it was on the app if I actually looked into it, but, like
No, no, but people get busy, and I'm surprised that the schedule was not kind of published their websites or
right. They do have an app where you can keep
uh,
track, but
yeah.
it's a thing where, like, during festival, there are too many things happening.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, and I was lugging all my stuff all around, so
Yeah,
just
sure. Yeah, crazy. Most unexpected crowd reaction. Ooh,
I would say that one, would be in ASEAN Festival last year in Bali.
mm.
Like, when I started singing Runaway, everyone started singing with me, so that was quite a moment. That was like
That it's
it's so validating, it's so magical. And I'm like,
yeah, crazy, yeah.
"Anytime, bringing back again."
Yeah. Pre-show ritual.
I don't have much pre-show ritual. I guess it's more like stretching and, like, making sure my
Yeah.
body is, like, ready to do the headbangs and whatever.
Crack bangs. I should stretch more when I go to a kinda electronic pop thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because like, there was this one time when I did not warm up and I had, like, too much fun, so I was, like, flinging my head around, and the next day, my neck was locked, and it was, like, so
Yeah.
sore, I felt
Fun.
like an old
Chiropractor, huh? You need to go chiropractor.
yeah, I felt like an old man.
No, come on. Night train or early flight?
Night trip. How early are we talking about?
Pretty early, like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Night train it is.
Early. Okay, fair enough.
Night
That
train.
because sometimes you just feel like, "Oh, I'm gonna on a plane now, going to UK at 5 in the morning." Like,
That means I have no sleep the day before, and that's bad. At least on the train,
fair
I
enough.
guess I can have a nap or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, the speaking like vibes, like train or train or plane, like you sit down, you get to do ideas. Like,
Train better? But I'm talking about, like, trains here, not trains in Malaysia.
no, trains in Malaysia. Malaysia is so different. Like context.
Yeah. I'm talking about trains here. But if we're talking about like we're talking
Malaysia
about long
trains?
Malaysia train, it would be like a short train ride. So I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Train. Also because with like train you don't have to go through like custom borders and like security checks,
Enough,
which is
right?
always a hassle. Yeah.
Yeah. How about trains here? Like, you like trains here?
I do like trains here, except they're a bit expensive. Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yes. Sponsor, help me pay a train ticket to London so I can do more gigs and do
Yeah,
more reviews,
yeah. I love
and
the
come
trains
back
here.
the same day. Like,
Yeah, I love the trains
yeah,
here, but sometimes I
trains.
feel like, oh, it's a bit expensive.
Yeah, yeah. I played a game where I drive trains.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
No, you properly drive like all the knobs. You pull
Yeah,
all the levers and the knobs and everything, and you're on time. You're looking at time. One day,
one day.
right?
Tell me, let me know which game.
Let me know which game. I'll tell you which train I drive. Like,
Let's go.
let's go. One sentence to describe your current mindset.
One
Yeah,
sentence. I have one word that I'm trying to
one
hold
word.
on to this year. It's like balance.
Balance.
Balance, yeah.
Susan needs a balance.
He needs balance, man. Like I feel like I will burn myself out if I keep
Yeah,
up with this. So I
yeah.
need balance, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And our previous guest, Jemarin, asked a
Mm.
question. I always
Oh.
do this. So she asks questions. I'll ask a
Mm.
guest to ask a question. This is what we came up with. What is the ratio of how much is true emotions and how much is made up fantasies in any given song that you have written and performed?
This is specific to one song, yeah?
You can say one song.
Okay, I'll go with Runaway, the song that you love.
Mm-hmm.
So for Runaway, I would say like it's 80% like real, true experience and real emotions. Because I was at a house party. The story is I was at a house party alone. For some reason, I went to the house party alone. And I did not know anyone there. And only one friend who's busy posting. And then basically I got there. I was so shy. I was like, it was in my early 20s. I was so shy. I didn't know how to like socialize
Yeah.
properly in a stranger setting. And yeah, and then I started laughing because people around me were laughing, but not because the joke was funny, but it's more of like
Awkward.
I feel like I should join to laugh, kind of. Yeah, it's the awkward moment, you know? And then at that point I remember thinking, like, oh, wouldn't it be great if like there's someone and we just make eye contact and then we're just like, let's run away, get out from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say like that song is 80% like true real life story and then the rest is kind of made up ish
Yeah. Ideas and stuff.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. One more question.
Yeah.
Okay. When this tour ends and you look back at it, what do you hope it changed inside you?
Mm, confidence and like being able to take space. I think I've always struggled with that. Even though like, like
Yeah, sure.
I feel great on stage sometimes, like I can't help but feel
Uh-huh.
like like
Yeah, uncomfortable.
yeah, like people are watching me doing my thing. But being able to take up space, I think that is what I want to take away with me.
Yeah. Good. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for
What
having
what a
me.
what a chat this. I
I
never
know.
wanted it to end,
Oh, thanks. Thank
and
you for
like,
having me. It's been so fun.
it's been so fun. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Trevor.